Guys, it's here. Today is the day StreamTOOL is released. You need to give the viewers some power. Give them some power. Let them interact with your stream. I'm gonna show you how it works. Let's go.
Why did you leave me?
Why, hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm IVANTASANDiWICH, and we're gonna go over StreamTOOL. We're gonna go through an overview of all the features in the tool. We're gonna go through the bots you can use this tool with, and the bot I recommend personally, and you'll understand why in a little bit, is Kruiz Control. It's actually in the documentation of StreamTOOL. It's the bot you should probably be switching to anyway, because it's more powerful than any of the other bots I've used on the market so far. Then I'm gonna show you a couple of triggers that you can use with StreamTOOL and show you how they work as we get them set up into each bot. I'm gonna go over all the basic things that you'll need to know with this tool, and hopefully you can take those and compound them into much more complex things. Maybe you'll blow your own mind. Buckle in, this one's gonna be a longer one. There's a lot to go through. Sit tight, let's get through it. So what exactly is StreamTOOL? Well, if you remember the Nintendo 64, how it had that expansion pack, and you just plop that into your Nintendo 64 and it allows you to do more with the games, that's kind of a good analogy to what the StreamTOOL is. The StreamTOOL bridges the gap between your Twitch bot and your actual stream, allowing the viewers to take a little more control, be more interactive. It allows you to do all sorts of stuff. Think, if you can dream it, you can do it. Now we're gonna go over everything real quick, but first, if you have any questions about this, or if you like the content that I'm putting out, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, hit the like button, follow me on all the socials, links are in the description below, links to all the downloads to everything you'll need are gonna be in the description below, so check all that stuff out. All right, let's get on to StreamTOOL. So as I said in the intro, StreamTOOL is available for free today. The public beta is now open. The links will be in the description below at CrashKoeck's website. Go also check CrashKoeck out at his Twitch channel. He's an awesome dude. Feel free to ask him or myself any questions you may have about this tool, because we're more than willing to help you out, I'm sure. If you need to jump to a specific section, I should have timestamps down below. So check those out, jump to whatever section you need to. I'll see you there. So when you first boot this thing up, you're greeted with a loading screen that tells you, if you look close enough, that you smell good, which is really nice, because it just affirms that you don't smell bad, okay? You don't smell bad. And then you have the welcome page that tells you everything that's new about StreamTOOL, all the updates, the bugs that have been squashed, all, general update stuff. So if we open up the sidebar on the left, and we looked at the different options that we have, you'll notice that there are basic tools, 2 different premium tiers, Twitch tools, and then the console settings and help options. For the basic tools and the Twitch tools, those come automatically, they're free with the base version of the download of the program. But the premium tools you access by subscribing to CrashKoeck's channel. So a level 1 subscription gives you tier 1, and a level 2 subscription gives you tier 2. If you need to see anything that's going on with the tool to make sure your triggers are firing correctly, or to see if there's any problems, like you need to debug something or troubleshoot, you can open up the console. The top is the most recent action that has occurred in StreamTOOL. The bottom is the earliest, the first action that has occurred. In settings, this is where you can log into your Twitch account, and you get an authorization token that allows you to access the features that you have available to you. Under general settings, you see that we have automatically start StreamTOOL with Windows. The second checkbox is super important for me because I use a 2 PC setup when I stream. I need to run commands from one PC to the other, which means I don't want to use localhost. So you want to check this box if you are using a 2 PC setup, and leave it unchecked if you're streaming and gaming on the same PC and StreamTOOL is running on that same PC. When it comes to the bot, like I said, this is a tool that bridges the gap between your bot and your stream. So whichever bot you use, you need to put that into the section here. There's a drop-down menu with the default bots. I personally use Kruiz Control, but we're gonna go through a couple of the different bots when we set this up, and I'll show you how they work. The URL decoder/encoder/rebuilder is going to be super important when you're trying to set up multi-action triggers. So this allows you to change settings that you've already maybe put into a URL. You paste the URL here, and it brings up all the options for you, and you can just change them, and it'll rebuild the URL for you with the new settings and put it on your clipboard so you can put it into your desired software. There are a couple of little things I want to point out that are in each section. Every section has these. There are the up and down arrows. Green down arrows means that it's receiving information. The application is receiving information. If it has a red up arrow, that means it is sending out information. And if it has both, up and down, that means it is obviously both receiving and sending information. On top of that, we also have the question mark or the help icon. And that allows you to open it up and it gives you a brief overview of what each section does. The other thing that is continuous across each section is the run button and the copy URL to clipboard. This is effectively how everything is going to be tested and actually triggered through your bot. Okay, so if you need to test something and see what the effect is going to be before you put it into your bot, you can try it out by pressing the run key. Now I want to get into the Twitch section. This is going to be more for if you need bot replacement or if you are using Kruiz control and you want to pull different API data from Twitch, such as an avatar or a follower count or whatever data you want from Twitch. This allows you to pull it. So as you can see here, let's type in CrashKoeck's username. If I want to get CrashKoeck's avatar, I simply hit run. Avatar should be saved into my Twitch's images folder, my Twitch images folder. It'll pull whichever user you'd like to see. And you can pull this into your bot or as an overlay or whatever you need it to do. The process of doing that's going to be very similar across the board here, so I'm going to explain that later in the video as we set things up. If you need to send out a tweet, you can type in your message in this the Twitter box, and it'll embed your Twitch stream and allow it to go out to Twitter. You just hit compose tweet, and then it sets it all up for you. You just hit send tweet, you're done. Now, like I said, Kruiz control is the preferred bot to use with this, although you can use it with pretty much any other bot. Kruiz control is just super powerful and super flexible, and it works wonderfully with this program. So it's probably the best option out there. But if you're comfortable with another bot, that's totally all right as well. If you set up Kruiz control, there's the Kruiz control configurator, which allows all the settings to be easy when you put them in. You don't have to worry about anything. And then if you need to retrieve any other data from Twitch, these are also here. Now I know I've already given a brief overview on this program in my last video, so please go check that one out. But let's do a speed run here. So if you look from left to right, top to bottom, we have the simulate key press section. This does exactly what it says. It simulates a key press. You can tell the program to press whatever key you want it to press. Mouse control also does exactly what it says. It allows the bot to move your cursor on your desktop. It can be from a relative position, or it can just move to a specific point on your desktop if you know the coordinates. The alert box essentially works as an alt tab, but it can have a custom message that you designate. Log console to file, or log to console file if you have things that you'd like to record or events that you'd like to record after a certain trigger is triggered. You can do that, so that way when you read your log file, it has information about what just happened, so you can read it more easily. Or counter, or it's like a death counter, a win counter, etc. You have one timer here in the basic tools. There's another timer in with the higher paid tiers. But this is essentially exactly what it says it is. It counts down time for you. This can be based off of events that happen in your stream, so a donation can add or subtract time, whatever you'd like to do with it. It's really, really handy. When we get to tier level 1, so this is premium access tier 1, where you sub $4.99 to CrashKoeck, you get access to this tier. You get more advanced controls when it comes to the keyboard and the mouse. That means that you can swap keys, disable keys, and then of course they can all be restored. For mouse control, this gives you the ability to add clicks, affect the scroll wheel, and to click and drag things across the screen. So it still has movement associated with it, but it allows a click and drag and release. Therefore, you can automate some programs on your stream that looks really, really cool. If you're like in the intermission, you can run some crazy script that makes it look like the computer is doing everything on its own. That's pretty neat. You can also have the bot open up a Steam game that's in your Steam library, or any other program on the computer if you just feel like it. You also have the ability to read from or write to text files on your PC. So tier 2 brings you its own quote system, which is super convenient. It also gives you a different button modifier for the mouse. So if you want to switch mouse buttons, that happens here. If you're a more advanced user and you're familiar with conditional expressions, you can set all these up. We've got text to speech, we've got a countdown timer number 2, and we have a progress bar overlay, which...
Hey, that's pretty good.
All of this in one tool? That's insane. There's also a help session that you should definitely open up, because it goes over in a little bit of detail how to set these up with each bot or OBS or whatever software you plan to use this with. The CloudBot stuff can be a little more tricky because it requires that you get into your router settings and start forwarding ports and doing all that. Some of you may be comfortable doing that, and that's fine by me, but this tutorial won't be going over that. Maybe down the road, we'll see. Be sure you read through the other sections at the bottom as well. This will make sure that you don't have anything that's wonky, or if you need to troubleshoot anything, this will take out some of those steps. You can get this done, make sure all of this is in line, and then if you have questions, hit me, CrashKoeck, or anybody else in the community up. We'll be more than happy to try to help you out. So the first way I want to show you how to use this is with the Streamlabs chatbot. It is probably the most limiting, but that's only because I don't know how to do multi-action events in Streamlabs chatbot. So you'll be able to do something simple like look left, look right, move forward, whatever, but only with one specific command. So I'll show you how to do that. Essentially, all you need to do is create a new command. You need to copy the URL of whatever action you want to occur, and then you type into the command box, $ read API, open parentheses, paste the URL, and close parentheses. And then when you run that command, it should act on your computer. Another way that's more flexible than using the chatbot option and a chat command is putting the sources directly into OBS. So like I said earlier, you add them as a browser source. And then you can toggle the source on when you want something to occur and toggle them back off. But if you've been around my channel, you know that you can use a move transition plugin or a move value filter to change or move these things simultaneously, so you can have them move one after another, which sort of simulates a multi-action event. I'll kind of show you how that looks on screen now. For all of my touch portal users out there, it's much easier to make multi-action events here because you can set time in between each action. So you can set an API read action with a delay, and then the next action with a delay. And this allows you to tweak a little bit more, so that way you don't have these triggers firing at the same time, because if you have a left and a right fire at the same time, you're going to be fighting each other and you won't see anything happen on screen. At least you won't see what you want to happen on screen. Additionally, for those of you who have been using Touch Portal for a long time, you know that Touch Portal can react to channel points, subs, bits, or other events that happen on your stream and trigger an event that way. And last, and definitely the best way in my opinion to run this, is with Cruise Control. It lets you script whatever you want to happen with delays on whichever events you like. It doesn't matter what bots you're using. Cruise Control is already integrated with the most common bots that people use, and that's StreamElements and Streamlabs. So if you have alerts that run through either of those services, it automatically reacts to those based off of certain commands. I'll be going over Cruise Control in much more detail in a future video, so please subscribe and stay tuned for that. Hit that notification bell so you can see that video. Here's some of the more advanced triggers that I've created. I created a Konami code that reacts based off my channel points, so whenever someone redeems this channel point, it causes my character to move in an up, up, back, back, left, right, melee, and jump. Another thing that I did that was really cool is another channel point redemption is my character will jump and spin 3 times, but with Cruise Control's flexibility, I was able to make the time in between each jump different every single time, so I have no way of memorizing the jump patterns. It's going to be different each time it's redeemed, which is super, super cool. So there you have it, folks. This tool is going to change the way people stream forever. If you go to a stream and they don't have something like this going where it's super interactive, you're probably not going to want to stick around for long. Who knows? I could be wrong. And if I am, come let me know on my Twitch channel. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday at 6:30 EST. Links to that in the description below. Also remember to help support the creator of this awesome tool, CrashKoeck. He also streams on Twitch, twitch.tv/CrashKoeck. Linked in the description below with the download of this program. Check out Cruiser 8 with Cruise Control. Description. Check it all out. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and just keep in mind that what I showed you here barely scratches the surface. You gotta get creative, use your mind, put things together, do some multi-action stuff. This tool is super powerful. It just makes all your dreams come true, at least in the streaming sense. You know what I'm saying? So check it out, download it, get it now, start using it. Let me know how you use it in my Discord, on my Twitter, in my Twitch channel, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 6:30 PM EST. I'll see you there. Until next time, peace out, folks. Adios. I'm gonna go make some awesome stream tool stuff. I'll be working on that. What are you gonna do?